Well, good morning everyone. I'm just going to do a live video with a bit of a difference today. This time I'm actually involved in the Toowoomba show and setting up the fine arts section. If we come around here you can see all of these pictures. The show opens next week, but while I was a committee member of the Agricultural Society here, I started a wildlife art section, which is what we have behind me. So I'll just show you some of the pictures entered here and then we're going to talk to one of the artists. So you can see birds are a common theme. Love the scrub turkey. We have a very accurate magpie up here. And I happen to have one of the artists here with me, so I'd like to introduce Maree Cameron. Hi Maree, how are you?
Good morning, Scott.
And Maree's picture over here of the superb fairy wrens. Would you like to just stand next to it, Maree, and maybe just tell us a little bit about it? When did you do this picture?
Oh, I did it last year. We had fairy wrens in the garden, and they're just so noisy when they're just starting to nest, and these ones, they always come in twos or threes, and they just inspire me in the fact that they're so petite, but they're just so delightful in their structure, and everybody just loves fairy wrens.
Yeah, exactly. They're very beautiful birds. I imagine they'd be very hard to paint because they're always on the move. Were you painting from memory, or did you take some photos, or were they?
Took some photos. Yep. But you've always got them for the fiddling around, you know, to try and just get the colours right. Yeah. And watercolour just lends to fairy wrens, I feel. And no, I was just very happy when the outcome putting them together. Yeah, no, it's a beautiful painting there. So we've got two males and the female, little gem.
Yeah, and the little female there. Yeah. So, do you get the redback wrens where you are? Have you painted any of them?
No, I don't get the redbacks. Just this type of fairy wren.
Yeah, and is painting birds any more difficult than painting other wildlife because of the feathers?
No.
The kind of detail you need?
No, I don't think so. I love the challenge of painting texture. Yep. And the feeling of the actual feathers, bring them alive. Yep. There's a technique in doing that because each stroke shows you the anatomy of the actual bird. Yep. And from dark to light. Yep. And to bring them alive, it's all in the hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think you've captured the texture quite well there with the brush strokes. How long would this have taken you to do?
Oh, probably it'd be 2 or 3 days. Like I'd sketch them out first, and then when I'd decide what colour I was going to use with them, and then I'd have to grow. You start to grow into the actual painting and feel them and hear them there, and then you start to bring them alive. Yeah.
And what other birds do you paint apart from fairy wrens?
Oh, well, I've got kookaburras in. This particular one was done for a calendar, a bell calendar. Yep. And yeah, so that was.
Let me hold this on the right angle. There we go.
Yeah, that they have a calendar they put out each year, and they asked the artist to present a piece, and it was in one of their calendars. Laughing kookaburras.
You can hear them as you see the picture, I reckon. That's wonderful. Okay, well, where else can people who are interested in your paintings, where could they see about them online?
I'm on Facebook, Maree Cameron, artist of Toowoomba. Yep. I've had 26 solo exhibitions. I've been belong to Flying Arts 43 years this year. Wow. The longest serving member in Queensland. And
Flying Arts?
Yeah, Flying Arts, Brisbane.
And do they specialise in birds because they fly? Or
because Flying Arts is an organisation taking actual Bevan Moriarty started it, and he took like all his techniques out west to the artists that couldn't come down to the big lights, and twice a year we'd come just for the weekend, and we'd come in from Toowoomba, Quilpie and Blackall and Orgatola and gather for the weekend just to learn the techniques. Yeah. And he would bring a potter with him, and she'd do pottery, and and he'd do painting, and he used to have this great big gramophone, and he'd say, this paint to the beat, girls, paint to the beat, you know, when the record's going round. And then one particular tutor that came out, Trevor Weeks, and he delved in chooks, and he put this clothesline right across the room, and he had this stuffed chook, and it had a motor on it, and you had to paint the chook going along the wire. It was marvellous.
A stuffed chook on a wire.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
I was very fortunate in 1989. I won the Brian Austin Award for encouragement, and it was $500. And I went to Longridge to paint with Trevor Weeks, Warren Palmer. Right. And he was painting roofs on houses. Yeah. And anyway, Jenny Kelly and I, she was my, we went to the youth hospital to stay for the week, and every day we'd go down. She was painting old cars. Right. And Trevor, Warren used to say to me, "Maree, you paint so big." And I said, "Well, I just did Pat Hoffey's course at Flying Arts, and she paints from ceiling to the floor." Wow. And so you paint so big, and it was only a couple of years ago he had an exhibition in Brisbane, you know, so he's still painting. Yeah, great. Okay, well, I'll put a link under this video to your webpage so people can see more of your paintings. Thanks for that. Okay. For your beautiful work here. An exhibition at the Rep Theatre in June, 5th of June to the 18th. Yep. 14 pieces called Living a Dream. Okay, well, look forward to seeing that as well. 27 solo. Yeah, no worries. Thanks a lot, Maree. Okay, thank you, Scott. Okay, well, thanks everyone for looking at that. That's an insight into the world of painting and painting wildlife. So this is the wildlife section at the Toowoomba Show. The Toowoomba Show opens next week on Friday. Public holiday here in Toowoomba. Runs Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So thanks for that, guys, and I hope you enjoyed that. A different look at how different people love birds. And so here's Maree's paintings again. Okay, see you then. Thank you. Bye.